She told her, your mama got this thing running, she already. I told her that it's talking, told him, told video. Show the cover stacks and told her.
All I wanted to do was play with you.
Just wanted to know if you should be put back 76 to Commanded Circle or to the subject's address.
I will show you where I play hide and seek. Do you want to play hide and seek? You hide, and I'll find you. You're going to die in there. Don't say I didn't warn you. I know things no one knows. I'm coming for you. I'm going to be there, watching you. I will get to you. I will find you.
Was good, y'all? It's your girl, Tara J. HotxXMag Online Radio. Sorry, you guys. We are dealing with technical difficulties to Xfinity having terrible service. But yeah, we back though, y'all. Y'all already know the vibes. We got a special guest coming up live tonight. That's right. I know that y'all seen the description above. But before we bring her in, we're actually going to play one of her music videos, and it's called This Feeling. Okay. She's super talented. And I think y'all are really going to vibe with her. When I first heard about her, I was vibing from the jump, just saying. So I know y'all going to vibe with us. Do me a favor, vibe with us real quick to her music video. add some people and make sure y'all share this live, and we're gonna get started with the interview. Okay, let's go.
Matching your energy heavy. I've been thinking about you all morning. Could you come over right now? I know I got what you've been wanting. Since we all alone, I'ma show out. Break me out, nice and slow. Won't let nobody between what we feeling right now. This feeling I never knew before. Drive me wild, baby, I wanna explore. Can't deny, I left my heart at the door. Talking to your body, I know I want some more. I ain't the type to usually get like this, but you making me comfortable with these late night trips all the way to your crib. Baby, I'm selfish, I just can't control myself with your body next to mine. I can't help it, baby, I can't help this feeling I never knew before. Drive me wild, baby, I wanna explore. Can't deny, I left my heart at the door. Talking to your body, I know I want some more. I know I get you lit. Them other hoes ain't got shit on me. Always like to switch, but baby, I could be all you need. Break it down, I'll give it to you nice and slow. And when we're done, you ain't never, ever gonna wanna go home. This feeling I never knew before. Drive me wild, baby, I wanna explore. Can't deny, I left my heart at the door. Talking to your body, I know I want some more. Baby, give me some more.
I told y'all that is definitely a feeling. Okay, I knew y'all was gonna vibe to that one because, like I told y'all, I was definitely vibing to it when I first heard it as well. She has a beautiful voice and she got some dope music. So, with further ado, let's bring our special guest live. What's good? What's good?
Hey, what's good? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm glad you got me here. I appreciate this.
Yes, I'm super excited to have you on the show. Let the people know who we talking to tonight.
Hey y'all talking to Sanavi. I'm from Miami, Florida, but I'm currently residing in LA. So, hi you guys. What's up East Coast? What's up West Coast?
Yes, huge shout out to the East Coast, huge shout out to the West Coast. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm super excited to have you here today. We just watched your music video called This Feeling, and I was definitely feeling it.
Ooh, yes, I'm so glad. Thank you, Tara.
You are very welcome. So, is that something new that you recently created?
As of last year, yes. It's the most recent, I would say. And then my other single, which is after that one, way back, that was my most latest recent single release.
Yes, yes. And you
Mhm.
guys, we actually also have that song that we are going to play later on in the interview. But before we give them the good stuff, we got to kind of give them the background. So I must ask you, how did you even first get started making music in the first place?
Oh man, so I do come from a musical background with family, brothers who were going to the studio, that was pursuing their rap career. They were in a guy's group, and they've always picked on the youngest, which was me, and they would bring me to the studio with them, just to do a little something, hang out, see, just to see my strengths and what I can do. And they used to also write my lyrics for me. They used to write my raps and rhymes and stuff because they would have me rap and stuff with them. So yeah, that's kind of part of how that all started. And from there, I went to a musical performing arts school. So even in church too, church that also played a main role in like me singing and everything like that. And yeah, I just started experimenting on what I could do. Like I used to write all the time in my journal in middle school and high school. I kept it going. I had poetry, but I would turn my poetry into like songs too. So yeah, that's kind of how that normally goes. But then I I met a few friends that I made along the way that took an interest in me and referred me over. It was always like a referral over to the next person that may have needed a singer or somebody. And because of that, it just became a domino effect. And I just started meeting different people. And from that person, I met someone else, and that person I met. So it just started, slowly expanding me. And it just made me even more excited about just this field, you know. Oh, I can't hear you. You're muted.
Thank you. And that's amazing, because you got to experience so many different things. I mean, you mentioned about going to a school for performing arts. You mentioned about church. You mentioned about, family doing music with you and writing for you. But,
Mhm.
when you mentioned that when you first started making music, they were writing for you. How was that? Especially now, since you've grown in music, writing your own music and singing. Let's say if somebody reached out to you today and wanted to write a song for you, would you be down, or do you prefer to write your own music?
Oh, yes. Like, I would prefer to write my own music, but I am very open to collaborating or having someone write for me. Like, there's some songs I have already that are written by other people. So, like
Right.
I'm not what's the word? I'm not against it at all.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely not against that. And like when my brothers had me doing it, it was really funny because they were saying stuff like knick knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone type of stuff. And I'm like, y'all want me to say that? I was probably like 10
Oh
at the
my
time.
goodness.
So like they were writing my raps. And then ever since then I started like venturing and trying to create my own lyrics using candy, you know, like candy's so sweet, it is a tasty treat, it's so good to eat. Like I used to like play around and do stuff like that. Like there's still a lot of like lyrics and like things that I remember from my childhood growing up that's still there, is
Oh
part
yeah.
of who I am today, And yes, I am open to writing or having songwriters to write for me when anytime I feel like I get like a roadblock or writer's block or I shouldn't say that's something actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some people say it is something and some people say that it's not. I believe life can just be life and
Yes.
like it be hard to be focused, like distractions can get in the way or you have so much on your plate and things to do. So that's why, that's a beautiful thing to have like songwriters in your corner or know people that know how to write, because they benefit just as I do.
Yes. Yes, definitely. And like you said, it mentioned life be life, and it happens all the time. People go through writer's block, not even just music artists, but even authors. When they're writing a book, they go through a phase where it's so bad they have to go on vacation somewhere isolated, no technology in order to write a book. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think like it's just a big thing in just the creative world of like people that are just super creative. We have so many thoughts rushing in our mind and like sometimes we need something to help, like, either like slow us down, slow our minds down, so that we can like narrow it into one angle or one direction, because it's like we be having so many thoughts. Like, it could be
Yeah.
from thoughts of actual creative things or actual life things, where it's like, oh, I got to do this and that and this, it'd be a
Yep.
combination of both. So it's like sometimes it feels overwhelming, and it's all good though, because like it comes eventually.
Absolutely. And with talent such as yourself, it
uh,
doesn't seem like that will last very long. Me listening to your music, This Feeling, Way Back, and a couple other singles that I was listening to. You're super talented, and I really like the songs. They're definitely a vibe. Valentine's Day is coming up, but I feel like
mhm.
moments like that, when it's intimate, or like when you're sitting there thinking, or when you're going through something, it's your music that will help somebody get through that, or answer some questions they may have about life when it's life.
That's true. Thank you.
Yes, you're very
Like,
welcome. No problems. And like I tell a lot of artists, when I interview them, I usually say, "Oh, you remind me of this artist and this artist," but I really can't say that when I listen to you. So that brings me to my next question that I have to ask you.
ooh,
Who are some of your biggest music influences in the game?
man, you saying that is like really mad respect. I really appreciate knowing that you can't compare me to someone, because I tend to do that, or just I do have a lot of influences. So I'm just glad that it didn't really gear you to saying, "Oh, she sounds like her." You know what I mean? Like, I have
Right.
my own identity, my own sound, and I just love that you just kind of pointed that out. And thank you.
You're
But my
welcome.
influences, dog, I love me some Beyonce. I've really studied her throughout the years, since back in Destiny's Child days. Brandy is
Oh,
another
yeah.
one I love. Tamia is another one I love. Jasmine Sullivan, Indy Iree, Tony Braxton, Whitney Houston.
Okay.
These are some of like my favorites that I can go through their catalog easy. Yeah,
Yes. You named some good ones. I mean, Queen Bee, Tony Braxton. Oh my goodness, you named some good ones.
yeah, yeah. They hard. Oh yeah, I love them.
Yes. And for
Hmm.
the people who are aware of them, or have listened to their music, which I hope you have if you're into the entertainment business. But if you listen to their music, you will notice the same pattern with all of them, that they all have their own style, their own sound, and their own wave. And I love it.
Yeah, they do. All of them. There's a few more that I'm probably missing for sure. Like her, Kaylani. Did I say Kaylani? I don't know.
No, I
SZA.
don't think it's Kalani.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them out there. Summer Walker. I think they bring something different, and this is why they've made it. This is
Yes.
why they're out here, because they're uniquely them, and it's like, you can really identify them just by hearing one song or hearing their voice. So I just hope my sound is good enough to be heard. Like, and people be like, "Oh yeah, that's Sanavi right there."
Yes. And honestly, I get that. When people listen, I feel like people will feel that way when they listen to your music. That's how I felt. You know what I mean? You have, again, like for instance, just to touch on this feeling, the title is This Feeling, but it's really a feeling. You know what I mean? Like, it makes people feel some type of way. And I love the visual. I miss that. I really like the visual. I miss talking about that at the beginning, but the visual
Okay.
is super dope. I like how it goes with the song, but it's not expected. It's something unexpected. I wouldn't have expected that as a video.
Okay. Thank
And I
you.
think it's really creative. You're welcome.
So I'm glad you
Yes.
like
Yes.
it.
And speaking of, chartings and making good songs and having their own style, you mentioned at the very beginning that you have a single that you're pushing right now called Way Back.
Yes. It actually
And
charted yesterday
mhm.
on the urban influencers number one. I was just like, what? I hit my manager up real quick. I'm like, did you see this? So it was like
Yes.
amazing to see. Like, what? Okay, I see the numbers. I see me. I'm still on there, and I'm still on the charts. R&B. urban charts, So I'm grateful. Like I am pushing way back, and it's holding its own really right now because people are really feeling the record like
Yeah.
as the same way I am, you know.
Yeah, literally. Before I, asked your manager for 2 songs for today, I was already listening to your music from the previous link. And Way Back was one of them I actually clicked on. And honestly, that was the one I was really vibing to. And I was like, I like this song. So then when he mentioned, and you mentioned, this is the song we're pushing, I was like, oh, I can see that because this is dope. This is ready already. And I seen it yesterday, I think you posted on your story, but I seen it yesterday that it was charting and I was like, wow, that's amazing. So,
Thank
I got to ask you because there's other music artists in the world, whether they rap or whether they sing. And, as a music artist, you put out a song in hopes that it will blow up. But as you know, as an artist, that's not always the case. It takes a lot of marketing and promotion for a single, and also for it to be good. But
yeah.
if I were a music artist or somebody was tuning in as a music artist, being that you have your song charting right now and your song doing so good, what would you recommend to them as far as promoting a single that they really want to push and go further?
Oh, that's a great question. So, what I would recommend is setting a budget for yourself aside every month, and putting some marketing and promotions towards it. It doesn't have to be like thousands of dollars. All you got to do is just push it to your comfort, to your level or amount of comfort that you can do, and
Mhm.
continue to just market and promote yourself so that it can get in the ears and the eyes of so many people. Because I mean, right now in today's world we have that kind of access, so there's nothing that we can't do. And then the people will speak for themselves, and they'll let you know if they're rocking with it or not, based off of just the little marketing that you're doing, on social media, going to your local or online radio stations that you may know of, to help you push and promote yourself. Just use every platform that you can, and there's so many. So, like, just
That's
continue to do your research because something's new always coming out every
yes,
day. Yeah, that's my advice.
always. Oh yeah, I like that though, and I like how you mentioned about putting a budget aside because I feel like when it comes to entertainment, a lot of artists don't realize, especially when they're independent because they're still learning, how important marketing and promotion is.
Yeah,
Um, and
it
I feel
is.
like, yeah, it really is. Even when you look at bigger artists that are signed to these big labels, you look at how much that label invests into the artist to push them. And that's why some artists do better than others,
Mhm.
depending on the label and what they're willing to push. But I really think that what you said is great feedback and great advice to music artists out trying to do it for real.
Yeah. I think the hardest part too when it comes to being independent is knowing what that amount is, that budget amount. And basically it goes back to what I said, do what you can do. Um
Mhm.
do as much as you can. And if you believe that much in it, then what's stopping you, right? You just got to keep going. You got to keep doing
Exactly.
it,
You
keep
have to.
pushing.
Yes. I
Mhm.
mean, and you're an example of that. Your way back singles out right now is doing good, it's charting. So I must ask you, when it comes to that single, let's take it back a little bit. Let's take them behind the scenes of
Let's take
making.
it way back.
Yeah, let's take it way back. So, let's picture the moment in the studio. How did you come up with that concept of the song and how was it in the studio recording it?
Well, it was also it was one of those songs that I did um reach out to a songwriter for. So that was one of the songs, and I basically expressed what I was looking for because it was based off of what I had been going through in that season. And he delivered. Like, he basically just gave me everything that I was saying, but just kind of structured it into lyrics. And You know, the moment I got into that studio, I was ready. I was ready. I was ready the moment I heard it recorded, and then I was ready to get in that booth and just pour out, and just let it all out, because it was just so right in that season.
Right.
So it was so like necessary. Like I couldn't wait no longer to. Nah, I'm not gonna sit on that. I'm about to do this right now, And I'm just glad that I had such a great engineer as well, just to capture, the essence and greatness that I could pour out, within the moment. Always putting God first, in every session and everything that I do when it comes to music, and
Yes.
even being here on this podcast. So yeah.
Oh, that is amazing. Oh my goodness. So, I got to ask this question because I know people are wondering this question so bad. I must ask you, are you currently signed or independent?
Girl, I am independent.
Hey,
INDEPENDENT. What it number that mean, man?
let's go.
I am independent, ma'am. Miss Independent. That's
Okay.
why I love her.
I love it because your grind is so on point. So I can understand why some people probably were wondering, like, is she signed? Is she
Okay.
independent?
Well,
So
that's a good look. That's a good sign too. You
yes.
know. That I mean, hopefully that'll be the goal eventually. Just gotta
Hmm.
keep working at it. Jacob, what's good? I see people in the building. What's up? I
Hello,
see
Jacob.
Lee in the building. Appreciate the people tapping in. I did
Yeah.
broadcast, did promote, and like let the people know, hey, 5 o'clock, 8 p.m. My East Coasters.
Yes. No, and I really appreciate it. I was super excited. I love having females on my show, especially talented females. Because it's hard out here. I remember at a point in time, it was very hard for a female, to get anywhere in the game because it was so male dominated. And I feel like it still is, but females
Mhm.
came a long way. I feel like the
Yeah.
shine right now is on the female artist, whether you're a singer or a rapper, we're shining.
And it's whether you're established or not too, because
Yes.
the way these women are shining, these Grammy nominees, that category, I was just like, man, they all deserved it. Even in the acting world too, like Miss Lady from The Color Purple, like I was just like rooting for my girls. Like I felt like they were my sisters. Like it just felt amazing just to see, women on the rise, just trying to, make it out here. Classic in the building. I see you, Classic.
You shout out the classic.
It's
Yes.
just a beautiful sight to see, women, rising and going after what they believe in, which is what I'm doing too. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you are. And again, I can't stress enough how much you guys how dope her music is. Like I just can't. Y'all have to listen to it for yourself. Y'all going to hear it tonight because we're gonna get into some singles real soon. But
Hey.
as I'm listening to your music, because I'm a music artist too, besides the podcast. And for me, when I work on music, my best song is always my next song. But if I go back into a catalog, I can pick maybe one or two songs that I like the most. So I must ask you, your honest opinion about your own music. What would you say your favorite song you've ever done was?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. My favorite song that I've ever done.
Hmm.
That's currently out.
Hmm.
I have
That's
to put
currently
it
out.
out. That's currently out. I would say way back.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, because I definitely have seen my improvement, my growth throughout the years, and just going back to hear all the other stuff that I've done, like from the very first single Rider, to see myself now at way back, it's just like wow, yeah, I was
Yes.
born for this. I was made to do this. I can do this. I can do this because I see that I'm not where I was when I first started. Like
Right. Hmm.
so improvement is always great. So I'm gonna go with the most latest. And I know it's going
Nice.
to get better from there.
Exactly. Yes, yes. And I mean, you guys wait till you hear the song. I mean, y'all gonna know why it's charting number one. Okay, y'all gonna know. So, I must ask you in the music scene where you're at. So you're from Florida, but you're currently in LA. So
Hmm.
honestly, you can answer this maybe for both of them since you've been in both areas. But how is the music scene in Florida versus LA?
I feel like the scenes are very similar.
Hmm.
They are very similar. East Coast, I mean down south, it just feels it's home. It's always going to be home for me, and I think that's a great thing for me because now I've established these relationships with people that I've grew up with. I went to school with. Like
Right.
it's crazy, and like they're doing amazing things right now. Even right right back home. Like they
Mhm.
have sometimes you don't gotta leave, to be successful in what you do. But I believe that you can be successful um regardless wherever, whether you're back at home or in another city.
Mhm.
The success really determines you, not the city. So
Ooh, yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
So you just, I just, keep pushing. And I just, yeah, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. Shout out to
Okay.
All Gas No Brakes podcast.
Shout
That's
out.
another podcast that I interviewed with. But
Nice.
yeah.
Shout out to them.
Mhm.
That is what's up. So, and you said something really important was that, basically the cities don't make you, you make your own success. And I think a lot of people forget that, I'm from Pittsburgh. So here,
Yeah,
a lot of people
Pittsburgh.
say, yes, Pittsburgh in the
Pittsburgh.
building.
Pitts- Can I say one thing about Pittsburgh real quick?
Yes,
That's one
ma'am.
of the first cities I flew out to in the snow and seeing snow for the first time and driving
Wow.
in snow for the first time. That was interesting, amazing,
Yes.
beautiful. Pittsburgh is so beautiful to me. I was a little scared though because I was driving like 15 miles per hour, because there was a couple of roads that was like one-way roads
Yeah.
and real narrow. Like any little tip over, it's over.
Right.
So shout out to Pittsburgh. I,
Hey.
I love the city. It's cold right now still.
Yeah, it is cold, but you know what? The weather here is bipolar because the other day it was like 60 something and now it's cold. Earlier, it was maybe like late 30s, early 40s, and it was trying to snow, but then it stopped. So I was confused.
Girl, you can keep that. I'll visit. Well, I can't.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't do the call like that. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I am tired of it. And honestly, I don't know what part of LA you're from, but when I came to LA in 2011, I went to, just LA, Cali.
Mhm.
Um, and it was amazing. Originally, we flew to Las Vegas because my uncle is in Las Vegas. And then we went to Cali because I wanted to go to Cali. I wanted
I
to
was in
visit
Las Vegas,
LA.
so I've been in the big cities. I've been in Las Vegas too, living out there.
Yes,
But that was very interesting too. The difference, the weather. It's a lot
it
of
was.
adjusting to the culture. I feel like LA is just like a nice combination of Miami and Vegas. So you got mountains and you got ocean.
Yes.
But the scene is like super vibrant out here. Like so much things you can get into, you know, which is cool. That's why it is kind of similar to Miami. There's so many things you can do out there too.
Wow. Yeah,
Mm,
I mean, when I went to LA, I was nervous because I was doing music back then. And this is when you could sell CDs on the street and people were actually buying them.
okay.
And, I got off the plane in Vegas. Then we drove 3 hours to LA and or 3.5 hours to LA. And when we got there, where the stores are and everything. And I'm sitting there like, people are really friendly here. Like they were coming
Mhm.
up to us asking what we
Yeah.
got today and willing to buy the CD without even knowing or hearing any of my music. And I was like, wow, this is different. Because in Pittsburgh, it's not like that.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of East Coast that's not like that for real. Cause I thought the same thing in Miami, from Miami and like, being from there and just seeing how nice and happy people are here. Like, okay, life must be good, gas price so high, but y'all smiles, all smiles.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really friendly.
Yeah, they nice. It's cool. But some people say I've gotten all types of talk. Some people say, "Oh, that's just a real fake thing." Like as far as like smiling at you, like, "Oh my god," and then that's it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like that's what you're
Yeah.
gonna get because that's just the culture,
Yeah.
Hollywood, Holly
Yes.
weird, what they say.
Holly weird. I like that. That is funny. Oh my goodness. So being
Do you
being
remember
an
your question? Sorry.
one more, no, you're okay. What were you about to ask me?
No, I was gonna say, do you remember your question? Because I kind of like cut you off. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. The question was basically just what is the difference between, Florida music scene and Cali music scene?
Okay. Oh, I did. I answered that,
But
didn't
you
I?
answered that.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yep.
So that worked out perfect.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. So somebody said it depends on where you're at on the East Coast. I'm from California. Give Southern hospitality to all. I'm from
Carolinas.
Carolina. I can't read
Hmm.
today. Oh my God. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it does depend where you're at
It
normally.
does. It does.
Yeah.
I mean, and even a city could be known, like for instance, me personally, I've been in New York one time, was not a great experience. In my opinion, everybody down there isn't as friendly.
Hmm.
But you may go or he may go and see it different. Y'all might feel like, oh no, they're cool. So I just like he said, it depends. Everybody's
It
different.
really do. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Everybody.
it seems like it's a lot about who you know, and then when you who you know
Mhm.
introduce you to whoever else, they receive you better. So it's not like a I don't know this person type of standoffish attitude. It's more like, oh,
Yep.
okay, you cool with okay, word up, yeah, that's dope. Okay, let's see what you got. Oh, that type of stuff.
Right. So,
Yeah,
me personally, I know, especially because with you being in LA, I'm sure that you performed in LA a couple times already. So I must
yeah.
ask you, how was that experience? You told us how the music scene was there, but how was it performing in LA?
Man, when I tell you like just the first few shows that I did,
Hmm.
it was very interesting because it's like you don't know how people gonna receive you. And like from the things that I've heard, LA is a tough crowd. It takes a lot for people to just receive you.
Yeah.
And they showed love. They still showed love because I have this very friendly, bubbly personality. So it's pretty welcoming, and I'm just hoping that you know I welcome the people in. And if they're not welcome, and they don't want to be welcomed, then like there's nothing I can really do about it. But just continue being me. Feel me?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes back to that one saying, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure you heard it before, but people used to say you can't please everybody. And it's so
Yeah.
true. You can't.
Can't win them all. Yep. That's true.
Right. But
But
so
it's been dope. It's been a dope um experience. Like being able to, see catch a couple different scenes and seeing people, from smaller crowds to bigger crowds and, from a smaller stage to a bigger stage. It's been really nice to see, and
oh yeah.
just accept it all.
Oh yeah. I can only imagine. I mean, as an artist, I'm sure that, you dream one day of being, at the Super Bowl or in front of millions and thousands of fans. And, I feel like when you're in LA, I'm not too sure because I didn't perform there, but when you're in LA, I'm sure the crowds are pretty big, versus a smaller city. How,
Mhm.
how are the crowds there in LA?
It it really depends on like who you know for real. Like if like the coolest DJs, the most popular DJs, and the people that know how to bring in a crowd for
Yeah.
like parties and stuff, or who refers you, for what event, then you get the crowd. You get, the circles of people. Like any opportunity I get as far as to just showcase my voice and sing, I be taking it just to see how, it goes. Because
Yes.
that's the goal. You want people to, show, you got to show face. You can't, you won't be seen if you're inside all the time or just behind a phone screen doing videos. You got to be a
Right.
balance there.
It
Hmm.
does. Yep. I definitely agree with you on that. And Jacob, I agree with you as well. It also,
Hmm.
if you know people and you introduce with it. Yeah, I like because I feel like when you're in a room, and I'm sure we all dealt with this at one point, you get in a room, you have your people that do this just for clout. You have people who do this
Hmm.
because this is their dream and they want to be successful. And then you do it, and then you have people that are doing it just because the next person is doing it. Um,
Hmm.
my honest opinion, the ones that you're going to actually vibe with and work with and connect with are the ones that are on the same path as you, the ones who are taking it as serious as you. And I feel like a lot of time music artists complain about that, at least here in Pittsburgh. They complain about, oh, there's a lot of people in the room, but nobody's really networking or nobody's really doing this. And I really think, like Jacob said, it really depends on people's mannerisms, like what they're trying to really do with this. Because if somebody's not serious, you can't make them serious. You know what I mean?
You can't. That's true. You can't make them serious because who's pushing who.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. And as you probably know, the game ain't easy. In my opinion, it's getting harder and harder.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you can't be shy, and
Mm-mm.
because closed mouths won't get fed, right? That's what they say.
And
So you
don't.
got to take your chances and be okay if you get rejected here and there.
Yep.
Get a lot of I'm goods or no, you know,
Yeah.
which I've so many times. So yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah.
Oh
It's
my goodness.
happened. I You wouldn't even believe the amount of times I've auditioned for like these singing auditions for like X Factor, The Voice, American Idol, and the amount of those you get, it gets pretty, disappointing and discouraging. But you just got to keep pushing. I
Yeah.
didn't let it stop me, so I'm still doing it. I just haven't tried auditioning in a minute. That's all. But
Yeah.
I'm just trying other outlets, other ways. You know.
For sure. Now, because that's tough. I mean, it's a difference when you go on big platforms like that. And, whether it's yes or no, whatever the outcome is, it still affects people differently. Versus like if you went to, something local and it was yay or no, how you would react to that. So I must ask you, as a music artist, what would your advice be to another music artist or just anybody that wants to put their foot in the door and may be told no? What's your advice to them to get past that?
To get past the no.
Yes.
Um, my advice would be to see if they have a mentor in their corner, to seek mentorship, and then someone that will be like completely honest and real with them about where they are with their career, and
Mhm.
if this career is actually for them, because sometimes it could not be for you, like you can either have it or don't. Honestly, it's one of those situations with it, like,
Yes.
or what is it that you need to do to just keep working at it and like push more? What kind of changes need to be done? Do I need to sign up with a vocal coach, or like, what should I do? Like, you just need to be around the right type of people that'll be in your corner and that will give you just the brutal honest truth about what you need to work on, even if it's hard to receive or accept, because I ain't gonna lie to you, it's been hard to receive and accept certain things too, that be
Oh yeah.
given to me. But you gotta take it to grow. You gotta take it to get better so that you
You
can
have
make
to.
those adjustments and move accordingly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And like you said, it's not always easy. Everybody, I feel like when people get into the music game, entertainment business, they forget everybody's human. Everybody still has feelings and emotions. But at the
Hmm.
same time, when you step foot into the entertainment business as an artist or radio host or dancer, whatever it is that you do, sometimes you have to take your feelings out of certain situations. Like you were
Mhm.
saying, you know, there's going to be times when you're told no, and that's not a time to show those emotions the wrong way.
Yeah. Or not a time to shut down. Just like use that as fuel to keep going, and keep yourself re-inspired, because sometimes you can fall into these like really depressing or discouraging like feels, and you don't want to be there for too long either. Like
Mhm.
that, let's be real, it's gonna happen where you
Yeah.
gonna get there. And it's just a constant roller coaster with these emotions, because you're
Mhm.
still human at the end of the day, trying to pursue and push for something that you believe in, that's part of your dreams.
Yeah.
And just continue to re-inspire yourself. Look, watch your favorite artists, actors, documentaries, whatever it is that can keep you re-inspired. Look at their story, their success story, because they're successful, right? They're
Yeah.
established. And
Mhm.
sure, they have plenty of no's to really share with the world and tell us, hey, this happened to me too. Like, just don't
Yeah.
stop. Keep going until you find the right set of people that'll be in your corner, that won't make you give up, and that will keep pushing you towards your purpose and dreams.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to. Because one day, you guys, y'all are going to be able to look back on it way back and have a hit
Mhm.
single. Okay.
Listen, I'm hoping to talk about this and be like, oh, way back when I dropped way back. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yes. I'm super excited. I mean, I just know it's going to do big things, honestly. I seen actually you put up pictures. Were you at the Grammys recently?
So I was at a couple of Grammy events. Wouldn't say I was at the Grammy, but I'm gonna speak on that for next year. I'm receiving and believing that I will be there in the building.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Yes.
was definitely at a whole bunch of different Grammy events that they had going on in the city. Like, just keeping busy, trying to show face. It's good to make those relationships. Relationships will get you there.
Mhm. They sure will.
And they
And like
sure did. I was in there. I was in that place and that place and that place. Come on, somebody.
I know that's right. And I'm hoping that you had fun, everything went accordingly.
Yeah, it did. It was lots of fun. I took pictures and videos. It was amazing. Like, these are one for the books, and
Yes.
more to come. You know.
Speaking of more to come, I know the people are wondering, are we going to expect any new singles coming up, projects, or even some shows in the works for you?
Yes. So I do have a show coming up on March 9th.
Mhm.
Here in LA. The Viper Room Lounge has invited me back since
Ooh.
my last show on January 26th, that just passed. And I am selling tickets, and I will be pushing and promoting it on all social platforms. I'm gonna, have my Eventbrite link up very soon. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets. It's $10, and I'm expecting for a great show once again. And music, I do have new music that I have in store to share with you guys. Coming very soon. My body is coming real soon. It's coming real soon. Okay. There's a lot
Oh.
more that I've shared with the people that were in the building on January 26th, that I decided to share with them and do the songs that I haven't released yet. So there are more music in store for this year that you guys should be on the lookout for.
Ooh, I'm super excited. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited.
Yes, you should be. It's dope. Like, it's only getting better and better. Like, I'm excited. I can't wait for y'all to hear it.
Yes. So, the new singles that you're dropping, is this gearing us up for an album on the way?
I wouldn't say album, maybe an EP.
Ooh,
Maybe an
okay.
EP. They
Oh
strong
man.
enough to be an EP. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, based off of what I heard so far, for sure. If those two are going to be part of it, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Definitely.
there's many more. I got more. There's more coming. They
Yes.
It's just a matter of putting it out properly.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
see, it's that right there, how you just said that properly. I don't think the people in the back heard that. Okay,
Yeah.
because people have to realize it's not all about just dropping songs. It's about doing it properly. And I'm glad that you actually said that, because I was just getting ready to ask you, what advice would you give to another upcoming artist, in general, when starting a career or when trying to take their career serious? What would your advice be to them?
Well, we ain't Beyonce level yet. So Beyonce could drop 2 songs on Super Bowl day because she's worked that hard, to get there. Like she's had all the teams and things in order, everybody in place to help her get to where she's at. So,
Mhm.
we're just praying to get there the same way so that we can hopefully one day say, "Oh, we're gonna just drop these 2 songs on Super Bowl day," just because. But
Yes.
yeah, my advice is definitely to just keep working, keep putting out music, and doing it the right way. Don't sell yourself short, and don't waste the song. If you really believe in it, prepare and organize the way you plan to release it,
Yep.
and the way you plan to promote it and market it. Just make sure you got those things lined up and have that planned out, like how you gonna do it for the year.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Planning, investing, and dedication. I feel
Yes.
like that should be a sign at this point. Hang it up on the wall.
Right. Listen. Hmm.
And I, yesterday, was it yesterday? Let me think. No, 2 days ago, the Super Bowl. And I could not wait because Usher was performing. Woo! If
Woo.
y'all don't know about Usher, just listen, go do your research. If you know
Yeah.
about Usher, you know why I just said woo. But Usher is so talented, it's crazy. And a lot of people during the Super Bowl were kind of, I would say, downing Alicia Keys because when she first came on, she was a little hoarse.
Hmm.
And a lot of other singers were coming out and saying, literally, it happens. You're live. As a singer, every pitch isn't on point. But I wanted to get your intake on it because you are a singer. And, if you watched the Super Bowl and you saw her performance, what was your intake on that?
Man, I honestly feel like if I was Alicia Keys and I was watching that video back, I would be bawling, crying, because what? It's tough, especially
Mhm.
that's the Super Bowl. Like this is something that's memorable that no one will ever forget. Like it's part of history. Like this
Mhm.
is a very important day in history.
Yeah.
And like people just wait to have these moments, and like you don't want to mess it up.
Mhm.
But like I understand, because I've been there where I've cracked on stage multiple times, and
Mhm.
like things are perfect. It
Yeah.
happens.
It does.
Sometimes it can have a lot to do with your air support, like how much vocal training or how much practicing or rehearsing that you're doing.
Mhm.
So I don't know, maybe I don't know what could have happened really, or maybe she smoked before. I don't know. Like it works
Yeah.
for some people, it works for them. I know someone, that another artist that she can go strongly on the puff puff puff, but like crystal clear on the vocals, like not one lick of crack. And I just be like,
Wow.
girl, that's
That's crazy.
some real talent right there. Like I can't do that. It doesn't work for me, I can't do it. But geez, like, yeah, like it just happens. It's something that can be expected, and it's unexpected, like, but she looked absolutely amazing.
Oh, yes, she did.
I
Mhm.
mean, just from the intro. Like, I thought that was a cape.
Me
That was
too.
I thought it was gonna stay on her. I thought she was just looking so elegant. It was just gonna keep flowing with the wind, the fan blowing and everything. But then
Yep.
they blew it off of her, and that was still even more dramatic and amazing, you know. And then she
Mm,
starts playing and singing, and you know, she knew her limits. You know, she tried to play it safe in some areas, even though it was like it was still happening every now and then. And I
yep.
just, you know, I felt for her because like I can only think of myself and you know how I crack it every now and then too, you
Yeah.
know, and like you know I always go back and I know some artists they don't go back and look at their videos
Mhm.
after they perform, but I'm the type that will critique myself and I'm my hardest critic. I definitely go back and I'm like, yep, nope, we're gonna crop that right there,
Yep.
and I'm gonna
Yep.
put that, yep, and we're gonna put that right there, and that's what I'm posting. Boom. Y'all not about to hear. No. Why would I do that? I'm not about to do that. And if someone else just so happened to put my cracking voice up on there, and there's nothing I can do about it because they posted it, then
Ooh.
I'm just gonna have to just, you know, take that and be
Yeah.
okay. Be like, you know what? It's online now. What do I say to the person? Do I tell the person kindly, please just take it down? Or, you know, these things you just can't, you really can't.
You can't
You can't
control.
really know what the, you know, you choose, you pick and choose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just be okay with it being up there, and you know, just that's part of life.
Yeah.
You can't control everything.
Mm-mm.
You
You
can't
can't.
control it.
All you can do
You
is
can
keep
only,
going.
yeah, keep going and
Hmm.
control what you can do. You know.
Yep. Yep. And speaking of controlling what you do, you being Miss Independent out here killing it, with your hit single out now, way back, which y'all we're about to get into. I know y'all been waiting. But before we do, I need y'all to kindly go ahead and follow her. So let the people know where they can follow you on social media.
Please do follow me at C Sanavi on everything. I have it up on here. It's at SEESANAVI on Facebook. That's SEE space SANAVI on Facebook, and follow my artist page on Facebook at C Sanavi Music. Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Sanavi, SEESANAVI. No underscores, no funny capitalized letter, everything all lowercase at C Sanavi. And check out my music on all platforms on Spotify and Apple Music at Sanavi. Just put SANAVI. SANAVI, and you will find it. Okay. Check
Yes.
it out. And I appreciate it.
I love that. And honestly, I love your name. What does it stand for?
Sanavi. Okay, so it's part of my name. I it's part of my mom's name too.
Oh,
My name is Sandra, and my mom's name is Vivian, and I kind of combined the two. When because I love my mom so much, so she has this nickname, Miss Vivi. So like I just took the V from that. And it's interesting because Avi stands for iconic. And I thought that was really cool. And San can be abbreviation for a lot of things. I think in the Spanish world, even in the Asian world, Hindu mean one who follows. So it was definitely well thought of. I really broke it down, and you know, I'm like, okay, one who follows. So one who follows me, follow Sanavi. Go follow me
ah,
already.
I
You know?
like
And
it.
I soon will be iconic. I plan to be that. I believe it. You know, I want to be one of the greats. So
Yes. I'm just waiting for next year for the Grammys. I'm like, I know her. Yeah, we she was on my show.
that's the goal. You know, goal is to
Yes,
be iconic in this industry, this business, and excel,
absolutely.
soar. You know?
Absolutely. Yep. Yep, no,
Yes,
for real, absolutely. And you're on the right path. Again, you're talented. You definitely got the looks for it too, girl. Um,
thank
eh,
you.
you're welcome. And you even got, the smarts, the book smarts when it comes to this music business. And that's what's important as well. You have like all three of the biggest components, and then staying dedicated. That's another big one. And I feel like you have all of that. So I feel like, you're going places with it as long as you keep going, which I know you
Keep
will.
going. Let's go. I will keep going. I'm not stopping no time soon. Nope.
I
Because
heard that.
when you love it, why stop, right? You gotta have a love for it. That's the only thing that will sustain you and keep you going.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
And you have to tell, I tell people that all the time. You have to be the one to tell yourself to keep going. People can tell you that all day. It does help. Don't get me wrong. It does help. But
Yeah,
if you don't tell yourself that too, you're going to break yourself down, no matter how many people are telling you.
straight facts. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you definitely have to have a strong mind and like I don't know about y'all, but for me, I have to have a spiritual I gotta be spiritually fed. And
Mm-hmm.
my mentals, my spirituals, everything has to be aligned and I have to be in the right mind frame, in a peaceful
Mm-hmm.
space. Because
Yes.
like when your peace is disrupted, it just cause all kinds of chaos and
Ooh.
it just makes things a lot harder. So
Yes.
definitely I pray for all my creators because I know that life be life and there's so much going on in this world, so much going on in y'all lives. So y'all
Mm-hmm.
just need to, keep yourselves, in the right space, prayed up, and just keep pushing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And here at Hot X6 Mag Online Radio, we definitely support you. We're super excited to see what's next for you. I'm excited. I can't wait to see, more music and everything. Be sure too when you do something, please tag us. We would love to,
Oh,
share and check
okay.
it
I
out.
will. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. So you guys, we're about to get into her single called Way Back. But before we do you have any special shout outs you'd like to give today?
I want to shout out my mama. Hi, mommy. I'm going to shout out my daddy. Hi, daddy. And shout out my other daddy. Thank you, daddy, for this. And I want to shout out Curtis. Shout out to my manager, Curtis. Well, shout out to Pittsburgh.
Whoop,
Shout
whoop.
out to you.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to um my hometown, Miami. Shout out to the 305. Shout out to Dade County. What's up? And shout out to my LA folks, my Vegas folks. I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me.
Yes. And I
Yeah.
appreciate you for coming live on the show. We're actually about to get into Way Back, and we about to let them see what the hype's all about.
Yes. Y'all check out my single Way Back by the one and only truly Sanavi on all platforms.
Let's go, you guys. Like y'all heard her, Sanavi, Way Back. Let's get it.
Hey.
You know I hate being ignored. It's like you never listened, had me screaming for attention, wondering what we're doing this for. What's the point in me talking if you never gonna listen? So many nights I cried. You were supposed to be there to wipe the tears from my eyes. I just had to realize that the pictures that you painted weren't true stories, but all lies. How can I get back to me after I stooped down to your level, made shit worse than ever? This wasn't how it's supposed to be. We were supposed to be together, make it through whatever. I'm trying to find my way back, way back. Trying to find my way back, way back. I'm still trying to find my way back, way back. Trying to find my way back, way back. Yeah. I'll take some of the blame, it's on me. I went and did some things intentionally. It only made it worse cause I was hurt hurting in my feelings, babe. When I tried to talk to you, you just walked away. That shit crazy. We were supposed to be better than that. Put in the time, now we can't get it back. I made you better know that. You without me, that'll be hella wet. Wishing we could rewind and take it back. Memories wasn't all bad. I'll admit, I miss what we had. Really hate it had to end like that. How can I get back to me? After I stooped down to your level, made shit worse than ever. This wasn't how it's supposed to be. We were supposed to be together, make it through whatever. I'm trying to find my way back, way back. Trying to find my way back, way back. I'm still trying to find my way back, way back. Trying to find my way back, way back. I'm still trying to find my way back, way back. Trying to find my way, way back. Trying to find my way back, way back. Trying to find my way, way back. Trying to find my way back.
Go, let's go. That was super, super dope. I really like that song way back, y'all. It's a straight vibe. You know, me personally, y'all, I'm a candle girl. So, like, when you come home from work, you just want a glass of wine and a candle. And I don't know about y'all, but when you relax your body and you sit back, you drink your wine, you're just staring into space and, you know, you start to think way back. And that's one of them songs that I will personally play while I'm thinking way back. I like it. You know, or also driving. You know, you ever take a drive just to clear your mind? That's another one I would do. I can see so many different life situations when life is life and that y'all can play that song. So I want to say again, huge shout out to Sanavi, her team. I wish nothing but the best for her. Seriously, you guys, she's talented, she's beautiful, and she got a dope vibe. Because if we straight vibing, y'all heard us, you know what I mean? But seriously, you guys, if you're a music artist, you heard her, please make sure that you, whatever you do, take it serious. Put a budget aside, you know, create a marketing and promotion plan and go for it. Because can't nobody stop you but you. Okay. And that's whatever you want to do. So, you know, if you guys need some pointer tips or anything, you know, I seen Jacob in there. Shout out to Jacob again. He was giving some pointers. I'm sure if y'all was to hit him up, he wouldn't mind giving some advice. Sanavi herself, I'm sure you guys, you know, support her, check her out. You got questions, I'm sure she wouldn't mind answering. Or just anybody else, you know, in the entertainment game that is doing anything, you know, it doesn't hurt to say, hey, what should I do? I'm lost. That's okay to say, you guys, nowadays. You know what I mean? But we all got to, you know, show love, help each other. And again, I can't say it enough. Huge shout out to Sanavi for coming live with her dope vibes on HotxXMag Online Radio. Girl, make sure that you tag me in whatever you got going on. We're going to support you till the day we done, which is going to be never. So, yeah. We never going to stop supporting you guys. I really do appreciate all of y'all for tuning in today. We heard 2 songs, which y'all can actually check out on major platforms from Sanavi. It's called This Feeling, which is one. And then the one you just heard was Way Back. Go run those numbers up real quick. Just like y'all run up Nikki and all them, run her numbers up too. Okay. And what they be saying, them kids be like, period, poo. But listen, you guys, I appreciate you guys tapping in with me tonight. We out of here for tonight. Follow me on social media as well. HotxXMag Online Radio. Oh, and I ain't forget, make sure y'all tap into our 24/7 online rotation. We got Sanavi in rotation. Y'all already know it's lit, you guys. But I know y'all probably tired, ready for bed, or y'all just, I mean, y'all about to head out. So I'm going to let y'all go. But go ahead and follow us on social media. I appreciate you guys. Peace.